Hola amigos de YouTube. Nope, I'm not subtitling this whole video. Hi, today I'm gonna share my thoughts about the recently finished part 10 of JoJo no Kimyo na Boken, JoJo Stuff. Great name. And first I'm gonna start with the protagonist, Joaquin Jostrella. He was a bit of a step back from JoJo in the last part. After people complained about Jonathan and Phantom Blood, Araki started making more flawed, less lawful good characters, but the part 10 JoJo's very first panel being him looking directly at the camera and saying, "Tax fraud is cool, kill your parents," was way too far in my opinion. Speaking of Joaquin, I actually liked his stand, Pedro Navaja, who can spawn knives indefinitely. And it's not like knives on fire or light speed projectile knives or anything, it's just normal kitchen knives. I really enjoy it when characters have relatively useless abilities, so they have to use creative decision making to be powerful enemies, like that one guy who could literally summon death. The problem though is that he was an exception. Most of the enemy stand users were actually pretty lame. There's the guy who could shoot his fingers as poison darts but only 10 times in his life because he didn't grow them back. Or the one who could produce sound waves from his mouth, which was treated as a huge threat for some reason. Like, why was that guy the one who killed Carlitos, the fan favorite JoBro? Come on. I cried for days after that happened and almost dropped the series. But it wasn't all bad. I like the gnome arc, with the gnomes at least. Stand fights are a big part of JoJo, but that's not everything, right? We gotta look into the deep stuff to really judge the quality of the storytelling. What were the themes of this story? What was Araki trying to tell us? Well, I got bad news. It wasn't very deep at all. JoJo Stuff's themes included, it's okay to commit tax fraud, you're worthless if you're ugly, and all children should be treated like American footballs. Seriously, what was he thinking? Now, in terms of how it ended, the plot twist was pretty cool and unique for JoJo. The main JoBro, Maria Antonieta, was secretly the main villain the whole time instead of the usual JoJo formula, where they're a villain first and then become a JoBro. That said, they didn't have to signify this heel turn by making her list off all slurs in alphabetical order. There's gotta be better ways to spend 8 pages of a monthly serialization. As for the actual fight, the final Pedro Navaja Requiem ability was a bit of an asspull, a gun that kills people. I might be nitpicking, but I think it made the win way too easy. So, the story sucked, the fight sucked. What about the art? Yep, you guessed it, the art is getting worse. Araki kept drawing 2 left hands on every character and forgetting their nose sometimes. Every pose looked traced from the old JoJo parts, and the setting itself was boring, just a city that's always filled with traffic jams. Like, I think Araki really just wanted to draw cars and this part was an excuse. Kinda like part 7 and drawing horses. Especially considering he'd occasionally take a full page to explain the exact car models from the background and what features they have. Fun fact, by the way, in one of the volume releases, there's an Araki quote admitting he wrote the whole part's dialogue in 2 minutes, all 256 chapters, then did all the drawing. So there you go, that's where the franchise is nowadays. Overall, I guess I'll give it a 2 out of 10 as a story, as a manga, but 9 out of 10 as a JoJo part, cause you can really feel the bazaar in this adventure.